SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the #3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Play action. Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down.
He was defended by Jalen.
To throw again. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
On third down, Ryan. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Touchdown! 42 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, so now it's a great starting field position as well.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan completes it to Samuel. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49.
Now Ryan. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Oh, they can't stop it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Again, Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense at their own 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. It is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's brought down. And the stop was Aaron Donald.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan completes it to the tight end Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Ryan. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Ryan will throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Matt Ryan. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on
second down. Akers, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there that gives them a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Rams first down. Inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Goff on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run this with Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 8.
From the gun, here's Goff. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Samuel bringing in the slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. In line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Rams 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 17-13 was the final. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to it and stopping it for a minimal gain.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Ryan's
a gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon Ayuk. It's a pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
10-yard loss on the play.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own
set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
LA Rams. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain. keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
out of the gun. Gone. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now a run with Akers.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free.
A 54-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, 49ers.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Ryan's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Ryan.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
as a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
9-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third. Gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, a 360. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
The Niners take over first.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's Ryan. The slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This is Mostert. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
third down. Here's Williams.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened here in the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Niners, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.